Today is Tuesday, December 8, 2020, day 8 of my Aikido at Home Vlogmas Challenge, where for the next many days, I can't remember how many days are left in December, but I'm going to show you an exercise a day that you can do at home that'll help you improve your Aikido over the holidays. I've got this newspaper article here. My mom sent this to me. She saved this from 1996, June 16th, 1996. This is a whole half page about me in one of the largest circulated Spanish-speaking newspapers in Tokyo, Japan. It's actually all Japan, not just Tokyo. El mexicano Erik Sasha es uno de los pocos latinoamericanos con alto rango. It says that I'm one of the few Mexicans with a high rank in Aikido. And that was back in 1996. I'm sure there's a lot more today. I was pretty impressed because one of the reporters said, hey, can we do an article on you? And I said, yeah, sure. And they did a whole half page, and then down here they got Mike Tyson when he won his belt, and I'm like, sorry Mike, I know you can totally cream me in a fight, but they just gave you this small little section here, and they really blew me up there, which was pretty cool. That's me right there with Kato Sensei, and then that's me right there with Kato Sensei and a few other people. Oshima-san, do you know the name of that girl? No, I can't remember her name. And there's Jimmy Friedman. I don't know if any of you guys know Jimmy Friedman from San Francisco. He was there that summer. That was a little bit history. I was in Japan from 1991 through 1997, and my sole purpose of going to Japan was to do Aikido. Today's Aikido at Home exercise is going to be very simple. I'm going to focus on a Yokomen Uchi Strike. I'll show you how to do it, the mechanics of how to do it, and then from there, we'll do 100 strikes together. I know for the past couple of days I've been throwing out some really complicated moves out there, and so today we'll just keep it very, very simple. Aiki power. Oh, can't do this exercise without my sword. Okay, today we're going to take a look at Yokomen Uchi. If you haven't seen my video on how to hold the Japanese samurai sword, please watch that now so you get a good grip. The important thing to remember about Yokomen Uchi is that it is a side strike, so we're kind of cutting through on the side. The second important thing to remember is that it's not coming from the side. So a Yokomen Uchi strike, just like a Shomen Uchi strike, comes from above, right? And as I explained in my video how to hold the Japanese samurai sword, the right hand is the control hand, so it's controlling the angle of the blade. So when you're coming down, the left hand is pulling straight down, but you're actually turning the blade and cutting sideways or at an angle. Okay, so let's take a look at this Yokomen Uchi Strike. From here, we're going to lift up and then strike. Lift up and strike, right? That's Yokomen Uchi Strike. Up, strike, up, strike, up, strike. That's it. It's that simple. So we're keeping it really, really simple today. But let's add a little complexity into it. Let's do left, right, or right, left, however you want. So you're going to pull up, step back, strike. You're going to pull back, strike, pull back, strike. And remember, you're trying to engage your hips, and you want those knees to be bent. So if you put your sword straight down, the sword tip should not be touching your foot. It should be touching the floor. And the further away, the better. I mean, this puts some more bend in your knee, and it works out your legs a little bit more. So, as I said, let's do 100 strikes together for our 8th Aikido at Home Vlogmas Challenge, where we can do techniques, we can do things at home that are going to help us improve our Aikido over the holidays. Okay, so we're going to start off, pull that right hip back, turn that hip. Remember, Aikido is about turning the hips, making sure your kamae is shoulder width apart and square. Pull that right hip back, so you're turning it back. You're pulling back, you're drawing your right foot back, okay? And then to go forward, you start to turn your left hip back, brings that right shoulder forward, and then you step forward as you strike, okay? 100 strikes. Let's do them together. Ichi, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, that's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 100 strikes. Congratulations if you did those strikes with me. I did start picking up the pace a lot towards the end. If you could keep up with me, awesome. That's what it's all about. Do them slow, build up, and then memorize those movements. Then start taking away movement and making it faster and faster and faster. You know, just for a bonus exercise for today, let's do 10 Kusshin together with the Yokomen Uchi Strike. So let's do them together. So grab your sword, start up here, and then strike that Yokomen. Pull your heels together. You're gonna churn that blade up as you go down, up, flip to the left side, pull your heels together, and down. So this is what it's gonna look like. Okay, so let's do 10 together. Got this little tape here on the ground. It's kind of getting in the way. Okay, 10 strikes, 10 Kusshin together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Congratulations, guys. We just did 10 Kusshin together. Aikido at home. Little things that you can do that's going to help you improve your Aikido when we get back in the dojo. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 9 of our Aikido at Home Vlogmas Challenge.